Guys, this is Dave from Not Too Much Chinese Secrets, and today we are going to take a look at the Apple AirPods, not the EarPods, but the AirPods. And so these are the true wireless little earbuds that are just teeny tiny and kind of a marvel of technology. But I'm going to take a look at it from the slant of who I am, which is a YouTuber, a Facebook live streamer, and a creative. So if I wanted to record videos on this, can I use this as a microphone? And that was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to buy this. And I know there's a lot of reviews out there, so we're not going to go into, like, the sound quality is okay. It's not great. It's accentuated bass and a lot of other things like that. But let's talk about why I got this and if it's going to be usable for you if you are a creative. And as always, all the links and the show notes are in a click down by the description below. Okay, and if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I know they disappear on YouTube after the live stream is gone, so I will go and check those out before I say goodbye. But we'll make this nice and short. So pros and cons. And so these things are pretty incredible. The build quality, design is amazing. Watch this. If I just close it, oh, that magnetic clip is like, it's music to my ears. Oh, just genius. Anyways, and it's really effortless to pair because of their W1 chip that they have, which augments just natural Bluetooth. And of course, you could use these with anything, but it does make it pretty effortless to pair. I should note that if you want to switch from your MacBook or iMac and switch to your iPhone with these earbuds, it's not automatic. You have to still click on the little speaker icon in your taskbar and then choose the AirPods, okay? So I don't have that feature set on my my computer right now to automatically just take over when I'm working on a document, because I don't work on documents on my iPhone. But anyways, dual mics. I love that they've thought of left-handers or left earers like me, because you can use either of these individually, and what they will do is they have a microphone on each end of it. Da, 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 da. So I am so happy about that. And the other cool thing is that they have a auto stereo to mono mix when you only use one earbud. And that's really smart too, because often I will only use one if I want to hear stuff around my surroundings. So, you know, kudos to them for thinking about these things and some little details that I love. The auto stop start, when you remove it from your ear, they've got this tiny little sensor which allows them to know whether it's up against your ear or not. And in a lot of different programs, it'll auto start and stop, which is really nice. Now, cons. I was just putting that naked case in my pockets a lot, and I find that it's a lint magnet. And so it's not just a magnetic case, it is also a lint magnet. I don't want to show you how gross it is, but I mean, it's a little bit less gross with this cover on it. But yeah, it is kind of a lint magnet. Gila says, I like that for driving. Totally for driving. And I love to listen to podcasts while I drive, but I also like knowing that I have a hands-free option if somebody calls me, right? And then Hey Siri is so easy with the iPhone 10. Oh, whoops. Hey Siri just went on my phone. Anyways, because I can just, while driving, not take my eyes off and still message my wife or anybody, which is really cool. Now, the other thing that I really don't like is, of course, Hila, you also mentioned this, is the fit, okay? They either fit or they don't. But the good news is, if you already have an iPhone, which is likely the case if you're looking at the AirPods, that you know whether they'll fit or not, because they fit pretty much the same way that the stock earbuds will fit. So if they don't fit, then I'm so sorry, because they will not fit your ear. So just don't even think about it. Don't get it. Okay? All right. No, that doesn't work. Okay. I do find that it easily falls out, which I don't like. And I really find that there's supposed to be these features where you can tap on the outside of the headphone, and you can make it, you can set it in the Bluetooth settings to either tap to forward or reverse on each earbud, or stop and restart playback, or call up Siri. That is useless to me. I find that, one, if I am working out with these and I'm sweating and I even just wipe my face with my sweat rag, that it will tap these by accident. And two, I can't reliably tap them to get different functions. And so I find that they're kind of useless. So I actually turn that all off, okay? Now, I also find that there is a lot of latency. And what's latency? It's when you have that bad Chinese movie when the audio doesn't sync up with the video. And I bet you Hila Amir knows all about this. Anyways, but yeah, I really find that these are quite useless when you're streaming video. So whether that's Netflix or YouTube, if the audio to video sync matters, these are not your headphone of choice, okay? Now, the problem is, I'm a media guy, and so I consume a lot of video. If I'm biking, then I'm going to be putting my video on and listening. And sometimes it doesn't matter so much, but sometimes it does. If I got a short clip with syncing beats, it actually matters. Okay, so kind of useless for that. I also find that the microphone, it's great for talking on Skype, for talking on the phone, but it's actually quite horrible, okay? And so I bought third-party apps for my iPhone, the Filmic Pro, which is really popular, as well as, I think it's called Movie Pro, I forget what it's called, but anyways, and both of those will allow you to use your Bluetooth microphone as your microphone when recording video with your iPhone. The problem is it sucks donkeys, okay? It literally sounds like an average Skype call, the other guy's side. And so it's kind of muffled, garbled, and as if you're a world away via Skype. And I know I'm spoiled because Skype is amazing for what it does, but I'm expecting to pay a couple $100 Canadian here, and I want decent microphones. And I was hoping that this would be a really nice wireless mic option to record videos, to do a live stream, and it is not, okay? And the other bummer that I just found out this morning, if you're on this little mini video that I had, was that the headphones do not work as a microphone when you go directly onto Facebook Live via the Facebook iOS app. Tears. Anyways, there's a couple questions, and I will get to those as well. But also, I also find that they have a very poor Find My Phone feature implementation. And so I one day woke up and the heat was off, one of the coldest days in winter, and I was running around with like a chicken with my head cut off because we also had a studio shoot, so I had to get all the heaters in the basement to try to get the studio warm enough so people wouldn't freeze to death. And so in that process, I ended up losing my beloved AirPods, okay? And several weeks later, the kids found it while cheating playing Uno because they found it between under the seats of our couch because they were slipping cards in there, and they found, hey, what's this? Oh, Dad's AirPods. Well, they have a Find My Phone feature for AirPods, but there's a problem. One, it has to be charged, which is expected, but two, it won't make a sound until it's actively paired to either your phone or your laptop, which defeats the purpose unless somebody steals it, right? If you just lose them in your house, it's useless. Anyways, okay. And yeah, I already mentioned about not using the mic, so that's kind of sad. Let's go on to my wish list. Okay, I wish they were sweat and waterproof because I drop these things and they fall out of my ear sometimes and I sweat and I like to work out with them. They do fall out a bit, and so I also wish I also allow wings. That also means that we could have those third-party wings that kind of go up into your upper ear to keep these in place. But the problem is you add those on, you got to take them off whenever you charge it, okay, back into the case. So that's kind of silly too. So I wish that they made a case option or the charging option where you didn't need to, fit them perfectly naked inside the charging case. Now, the other thing is, I wish that they had a lower latency so that I could watch videos with this without annoying myself like everything's a bad Chinese movie. I also wish that I wouldn't lose it. And so they had an integrated tile option because tile is always on, and I tether it now so I never lose it again. Remember, make the same mistake twice is a bad thing. I'll make a new mistake. Okay. Anyways, that's my wish list. My super wish list. And I hope Apple is listening on, and probably they're not. But anyways, I wish that they would make an Apple AirPod Pro version. And I'm pretty sure people are going to be doing this sooner or later with a really good Bluetooth mic integrated into something so simple and so elegant that I don't have to carry around a big microphone if I want to go live stream and get better audio, okay? And my super duper wish list is that they also made a super duper iPhone 10 that had the best camera on the front, okay? And I am narcissistic. I do want better selfies, but more than that, I want to be able to take better video and create better videos when I'm live streaming or when I'm capturing myself in front of the camera. And right now, I find that the front-facing camera is not great. It auto everything, no manual controls, it's not as sharp, and I don't get as much shadow detail. So please, somebody make pro versions of these so that us creatives can create better content for people like you. Anyways, that is it. But me, personally, I'm still keeping them. Why, Dave? You have a long list of cons, a long list of wishes. Why are you even keeping these things? I am keeping them because I still find that they are Really elegant, really easy to use for both listening to audio podcasts in the car, Skyping, FaceTiming, as well as just being safe in the car without having to integrate any other Bluetooth things. It's just so easy to use that I do love them. But yeah, that's about it. I do have a thought of the day, and then I'll get to some questions. Well, actually, let's get to some questions right now. Jerry Guillon is, oh, dude, I miss you too. I know you're so crazy busy, but dude, I was just looking at our friends thing come up on Facebook. I couldn't, they do those anniversaries, and so I was going to click it, but then that'd be mean if I didn't click it for anybody else. So anyways, can't do that. All right, Chris, do they sound the same as the wired Apples? A little bit better. They are bass heavy. They lack a little bit in the mids. About, I don't know. It's not very high-endy either. I'm not sure how to say this, but it's terribly not flat frequency response, not at all, okay? Do they fall out about the same as the wired Apple? Yes. A little bit worse because they are a little bit heavier. That being said, I don't have any problems with them biking or if I'm jogging lightly, but if you're gonna do box squats or lunges or things like that, they'll likely fall out. And it's all different depending on everybody's ear, of course, but yeah, pretty similar. Rosa says, hi from Italy? Is that Italy? I can't see that tiny flag. I think it is. But Vlad, hello guys. What's up, brotage? Oh my goodness. And so anyways, Jerry says, I miss your wife more. Me too. Me too. You have good taste. I always knew that. Mwah. Okay, but that's about it. I'm going to go into the thought of the day, which is this. Success is about having. Excellence is about being. And I think in my younger days, I was always chasing success, whatever that would be, whether it's, physical or mental or business-wise, money in the bank. And I just realized that as I get older, I think I just want to be excellent at what I do, no matter what that is. And whether it's being a parent, whether it's going to be making media, everything else, all right? But anyways, I got to go set up for my meeting. So love you guys. Thanks for joining me. And links in the show notes. If I change my mind or if anything new happens, I'll update the links too. So have a great Friday, guys. Have a great weekend. God bless, and see you in the next live stream. How do I stop this? End.